What up, YouTube? Here with a prediction video for next Saturday's middleweight bout between Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith. Now, this is a fight that fight fans are looking forward to, and it should be a good fight. This will be Liam Smith's debut fight in the middleweight division, and he's always fought at the super welterweight division, and I'm looking forward to how he'll perform for his middleweight debut bout. And Chris Eubank Jr. has always fought in the middleweight division and never under it, and has also fought in the super middleweight division as well. And Chris Eubank Jr. will have the size and reach advantage for next Saturday, and I think that factor will come in handy for Chris Eubank Jr. Anyways, to break down both fighters' style, Liam Smith is a fighter that fight fans would call a fighter with a basic style. However, he's got good fundamentals, good counter-punching ability. He likes to utilize the jab and utilize that inside slip to find his range. And the range that he likes to fight at is the mid-range. However, he's not a very active fighter. He doesn't put up a high amount of punch output numbers, and he likes to utilize that high guard as his defense. And Chris Eubank Jr., he's got that Roy Jones Jr. kind of stance, just a little wider of a stance. However, he doesn't have the athletic ability nor the reflexes that Roy Jones Jr. had. And Chris Eubank Jr., however, has got good head and upper body movement, and he likes to move from slot to slot. That keeps his head away from the center line, and that makes him not an easy target to hit. And he's also a good counter puncher as well. And his special punches are that step back, pull back right hand, and a counter lead hook whenever his opponent tries to close a gap between his opponent and him. And he likes to throw a counter stiff push forward jab above his opponent's lazy jab. And he's very good at changing levels with his punches. He likes to go downstairs and upstairs, and he uses a lot of feints and that probe jab to try and bait and catch his opponents. However, I think that probe jab won't be a key weapon that will be successful versus Liam Smith, because I think those will be meaningless punches. He's gonna have more success at throwing that push forward stiff jab of his, because that probe jab, I think, is gonna give a opportunity to Liam Smith to counter jab him, or to try and utilize that inside slip to find his range to get his offense going. I think Chris Eubank Jr. should throw meaningful jabs and to change levels with whatever shots he throws to keep Liam Smith guessing, and to stay more busy throughout the fight versus Liam Smith. And I'm expecting Chris Eubank Jr. to stay a lot more busier for this fight versus Liam Smith. Like I said, Liam Smith is a non-active fighter as far as volume goes. That's why Chris Eubank Jr. look forward to him being the action pursuer and the aggressor in this fight, and I think that will be the key factor for this fight. And that probe jab isn't gonna help Chris Eubank Jr. Tom Liam Smith at all in this fight. And Chris Eubank Jr., another key weapon of his, I think that won't be successful for this fight versus Liam Smith, is that counter lead hook that he likes to use a lot in any of his fights, really. And that's because Liam Smith, as I mentioned before, is a fighter with a basic style. However, he's got good fundamentals, like I mentioned before. And that good fundamental factor of Liam Smith is that he never forgets to keep his guard up and to never let his hands down. Whenever he throws with whatever hand, whether it be the right hand or the left hand, he always keeps that other hand up to block his head. And the punch that he likes to throw the most is that jab. And that's why I say whenever Liam Smith is going to throw that jab, he's going to have that right hand up to block his head from whatever shot that Chris Eubank throws at him. That's why I say that counter lead hook of Chris Eubank Jr. isn't going to be connecting a lot for this fight versus Liam Smith. I think Chris Eubank Jr. is going to have a better time and more of a success throwing that step back, pull back right hand, or throwing that push forward stiff jab to counter above Liam Smith's jab. And as far as my prediction goes, I'm picking Chris Eubank Jr. to win this fight. I think him staying more active and being the aggressor and staying more busier and throwing more punches in this fight, I think is going to lead him to a win. And I think Chris Eubank Jr., if he stays busy enough and doesn't throw wasteful punches, then I think Chris Eubank Jr. is going to have more success, and I think that's going to disrupt any plans that Liam Smith has. And I think that's going to lead Chris Eubank Jr. to land more shots versus Liam Smith. And I'm picking Chris Eubank Jr. to win via unanimous decision. I think the scorecard should be 8-4, 9-3, if anything. Y'all let me know how y'all see this fight going. If y'all got a preview video out there that y'all want me to check out, then I'll be more than glad to. Anyways, y'all let me know y'all opinions in the comments. Comment, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. And that does it for this video. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.